Welcome back, everyone. My name is Amira, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. I'll be joining Vlogtober this month, so I created a Romanticize the Day with Me vlog. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my channel. So I'm starting off this vlog with a little simple 5-step makeup routine. This is pretty much what I do for daily makeup. So we'll go ahead and call it the clean girl look. So to start, I put a little concealer on. I just use my ring finger to dab it in. I've read somewhere that when you use your ring finger, that's your most delicate finger tip. So it's just really good for your skin. Then I put a little cream blush on and I go ahead and brush up my eyebrows. And I just fill them in a little bit. I don't like them to be too dramatic, so I just fill them in where I feel like they need a little bit more color. And this is just my everyday makeup, so I keep it really simple, get it done in 5 minutes or less. But what really helps me is that I get my eyebrows threaded, so they are already pretty much shaped exactly like how I want them. After my eyebrows, I go ahead and put a little bronzer on my cheekbones, and I like to put a little on my nose as well. The bronzer and blush is both from Fenty Beauty. Then I got this mascara. I don't even know the brand, but I saw it on TikTok, and it says that it makes your lashes look super long. Look at the difference here. My right eye to my left eye. My lashes are already naturally really long, but they don't curl on their own. So I just need mascara pretty much to curl them, I guess you would call it. I don't know, but it just makes them really show off a little bit more. So, yep, and then I go ahead and line my lips. I got this lip liner, it's like a brown color. I saw Ryan Destiny wears a lot of lip liner with lip gloss, and I just love her look. I love everything she does with her makeup. So this is my attempt to line my lips, and then yeah, I just put a little Vaseline chapstick on the center, and that's pretty much all I do for everyday makeup. I really like my skin to breathe and be free. I should be wearing some SPF, I'm not gonna lie. Some days I honestly forget, but I'm working on that. But yeah, so this is that look. So after I do an easy makeup, I go ahead and make a morning smoothie. This is pretty much what I start the day with after I have a glass of water. I like to put a banana in there for the taste and the texture, but I also love using avocados because avocados give your smoothie that really, really creamy texture. This avocado was not super ripe, if I'm honest, but it was the most ripe one of the batch. Don't you just hate it when you buy avocados and the whole bag is just super unripe and you have to wait a week to have at least one of them? So I kind of forced it with this one, but it was the softest one that I could find. And then I always add a handful of spinach. Honestly, I probably use 2 handfuls of spinach in each smoothie. This is just a really great way to get your greens like in the beginning of the day. Then I use some almond milk or oat milk, but this time I was using almond milk. I add some cinnamon for a little flavor. Cinnamon is also just really good for you, so I add that in there. I also typically add a handful of ice. I just forgot this time, but I like to add ice just to make it a little chilled. And then I just blend it all up. This is our Ninja blender. We got this as a wedding gift years ago, and we have used it almost every day since we've gotten it. So this is one of the best gifts we've ever received. This is delicious, you guys. Please try it if you're not already making smoothies in the morning. It is the best breakfast that you can have. You get almost everything you need, fruit, vegetable, and it fills you up without feeling too full, and it energizes you. I literally do this religiously every morning, and it's one of the best things that I can do for myself. Afterwards, I went back upstairs and I've been cleaning out our bathroom, and I found this foot mask that I bought literally a year ago. So I finally decided to do this, and I'm excited to see the results. So I decided to do this because right now it's starting to get cold outside, and I'll be wearing shoes and less sandals. So I feel like this is a really good time to do something like this because the skin apparently is all going to peel off after a few days. But basically, you pour the solution that they give you into the sock, and then you tie it around your ankle. And then I'm supposed to wear it for an hour and a half. And then I rinse off my feet in the shower afterwards. So I'm excited to see the results. Then I decided to get super extra with it, and I put some of my cozy fuzzy socks over it just so my feet would be warm, and I felt like this might help even more. And so, yeah, I just started watching a podcast for like an hour and kept it on my feet. I put like a little timer on my phone to tell me when to take them off. Time to rinse this off. This is my very first time ever doing this, so we will see how it goes. But apparently, the skin will start to peel off in the next 4 to 5 days. But I've been told, I actually went to South Korea 2 years ago, and while I was there, a coworker, I was on a layover as a flight attendant, and a coworker actually told me about doing this. It's very popular over there. And as I noticed, even though I bought this in Marshall's, look at the box. It actually, if I can get it to focus. There we go. See that? Made in Korea. So I think it's a thing. I've had this for like a year, and I'm finally about to do it. So she told me that it literally makes your feet feel like a baby soft. So I'm going to give an update maybe in the next few days of how this ended up turning out. And right now I'm about to walk Lola. Ooh, the sun came out. So I've really been pushing myself to just record more content because I feel like we all just need little reminders that you're doing enough. Like sometimes I feel like I'm a little all over the place because I have a lot of things that I really want to accomplish, I have a lot of goals, and I know that the biggest thing I need to work on is just focusing. I think I get a little bored. So right now, I'm still working on getting hired as a flight instructor, and I really want my YouTube channel to succeed because I love creating content, and yeah, I just want all of these things to flourish. But you know, sometimes I really just want to be a soft girl, not really a boss babe some days where I really don't feel like grinding. I just want to like chill and watch YouTube and podcasts all day. So I don't know. Sometimes it gets tough just because you're not where you want to be in life in some ways, and in some aspects you are. So I think the biggest key is to just be grateful for all of the things that you have accomplished. sometimes it just doesn't seem like enough, and that's only because you're falling into comparison mode, which is never good. Honestly, somebody else might be thriving in their career, but they might be lacking in other ways that you are strong in, and sometimes life is going to be a little unbalanced, and you just have to recognize that everybody's moving at their own pace and everybody's dealing with their own things. So just know that you're doing enough, even if it doesn't feel like it. Just keep going, keep working on what you want to work on, and focus on you. The theme this week has been to just ignore getting stuck in the comparison. And that's why it's important to just focus on you and what you're doing and not get distracted by someone else's chapter, because all of our books are written differently, and that's okay. That's what I'm just telling myself. I decided to do a career change in my late 20s, so I'm going to be working on different things than a lot of other people. A lot of times it's just being grateful for what you have done and what you have accomplished, and not even focus on what anybody else is doing, because literally we're all doing different things, and it's important to just remind yourself that you are exactly where you need to be. And if anything, just use other people's stories to stay inspired, but don't fall into comparison. I know it sounds cheesy, but comparison is the thief of joy, and it's really, really true. So I think I might do a little Instagram detox, because it's just not even really good for mental health sometimes. I don't feel that way about YouTube or TikTok, I guess because most of the people on there are strangers, but when you start to compare yourself to people that you know, it can kind of get to you a little bit, and sometimes you just gotta get rid of all of that to clear your mind and stay focused on what you're working on. So a lot of this is just messages to myself, but hopefully this can help somebody else. Thank you so much for watching. I hope watching this vlog of me romanticizing my life in some kind of way inspires you, and maybe you can also romanticize your day as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. But before I let you go, I wanted to show you what I made for us for dinner tonight. And to start, I used to hate Brussels sprouts, but if you are like how I used to be, no worries. I'm going to show you how I make the Brussels sprouts where it tastes so delicious and you won't hate it anymore. Now, I suggest to cut them up into small pieces so they can cook really smoothly. And then I cut up some peppers. I usually snack on a little bit of the peppers raw because they're so good, and red and orange ones are my favorite. And I'll put you in on a little secret here. So my goal with dinner is to always cook as colorfully as I can. So I try to incorporate as many colors as I can into dinner. I don't know where I've seen this, but honestly, eat your colors. It is so good for you. So you'll notice in this meal, I have red, green, and then I added some mushrooms on the side. And I'm going to saute with a little olive oil and some seasonings. I don't do anything crazy, just a little pink Himalayan sea salt, pepper, onion powder, oregano, whatever I just grab. Sometimes I put a little paprika in there. But the key is to just let it get nice and steamy over the stove so that everything can kind of soften a little bit and soak in all of that flavor that you just seasoned it with. It's going to taste delicious, I promise you. Try it. I like to cook meats in the cast iron, so I went ahead and thawed out some salmon and put that in the cast iron with a little vegan butter and seasoning.
grateful. Today I was on the brink of tears of just picturing the possibilities for us, and I give thanks and praise to God, and just filling my heart with hope and possibilities, and the knowing that we are enough and we can have whatever we want. Thank you for your love. Thank you for hearing us, and thank you for keeping those loved ones around us safe and using us as examples of hope and love for those others. In your prayer, amen. Amen. Love you.
If you made it this far, thank you for joining me. Please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and leave a comment below for any delicious recipes that you can suggest that I can make for the next one. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you on the next one.